Hi everybody, my name is Carl. I'm a raw food chef. I'm the main chef, the head chef for the Raw Food World Retreats here in Ecuador. And today I'm going to teach you how to make a raw, vegan, low-fat cinnamon rolls. So first I want to give credit where credit is due. And this recipe was inspired by Chris Kendall, The Raw Advantage, on the internet, on YouTube. Check out his channel, check out his website. He has really cool recipes. And this is, I'm putting a little bit of a different touch to the recipe. I'm making it sort of my own, but I've been making this recipe for different retreats. People love it. And I served it recently for Thanksgiving. It was really a success. And tomorrow we have a raw vegan potluck here in Vilcabamba, and I'm gonna make it to serve there. So let's go for it. First, I'm gonna use 4 ripe bananas. 4 ripe bananas, put that in the blender. We'll start with that. And then here I have half a cup of flax seeds that are soaked in a 1/4 cup of water. This helps blend it. It's not too much water, just enough to soak them. You mix them up a little bit. They've been soaked for not even half an hour. So that's all you gotta do. You put some flax seeds, half a cup, and a 1/4 cup of water. Soak it, put it in here. And so first what we're gonna do, we're gonna blend this together just to grind the flax really well. And then we're gonna add our plantain afterwards. So there's the blender here. Vitamix. Turn it down on low. Very well mixed in, very well blended. Then we're gonna add 5 whole plantains. You want the plantains to be really nice and black, so they're really soft and sweet. And plantains are much more starchy, much more caloric dense than bananas. So they're gonna add a lot of texture and consistency to this recipe. Bananas, if you could use only bananas, but you'd want to add a little bit more flax to the recipe. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 6 plantain. 4 bananas and 6 plantains. Your base for now we have this. It's basically 6 cups. 6 cups of liquid. 6 cups of the mixture. Pour all of it on your dehydrator sheet. And so when this is dehydrated, we will leave it in the dehydrator overnight for 12 hours, and tomorrow it will be ready to cut. After 3 hours of dehydrating, you probably want to flip it. I will show you how to do that. Put it in a dehydrator at 105 degrees Fahrenheit, 41 degrees Celsius, and we'll see you around. So this is our cinnamon rolls that have been dehydrating for 3 hours about. So as you can see, the top is a little bit dry, and this is perfect. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take another dehydrator plank like this, another dehydrator layer. We're gonna put it on top. And then you take the whole thing, flip it upside down, take this out, take this out as well. And then we're gonna peel this. Could have stayed a little longer. It's quite moist, it's quite wet, but now we have it just like that. It's time to put it back into the dehydrator until tomorrow. Alright, so now we have our cinnamon roll dehydrated after 12 hours in the dehydrator overnight. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the sides. So I take the knife and go, we want the sides to be square. We want the whole thing to be nicely square. So you cut little strips on the side.
Now I'm here.
It has a very nice bready consistency. Sully, you want to try this?
Yeah, sure.
Here.
Thank you. And this is nice. Cinnamon roll?
You don't want to cut the dehydrator trays, so you want to be gentle, but they're pretty tough. Just want to make a little line so you can cut this away. Here's another one.
What do you think, Sol?
Yummy. And now I'm gonna go and do the office.
Now that we have our square, we're going to divide it into 10 different portions. See how it's a really nice malleable consistency.
Go to the office. Try some?
Oh, here, try this.
This one. This one. Mom. Go my stomach. I boiled wine like this. I'm trying to make the crust. And I'll make it this. I'm gonna wrap it up.
So we'll put this back in the dehydrator for another half an hour, and until then we're gonna make our sweet cinnamon sauce to fill those in. Alright? Alright, now we're gonna do our cinnamon sauce that we're gonna put in the filling of the cinnamon roll. So I soaked 3 cups of raisins in total. There's 3 cups here with 1.5 cup of water. I removed 100 raisins, which is about 1 cup of raisins, in order to put inside the cinnamon rolls, and we're going to use the remaining 2 cups in water and blend that here in the blender. Here I have 1/2 cup of dates. You can use all dates. You don't have to put any raisins. Dates are just hard to come across here in Ecuador, and we have a plentiful of grapes that are growing in Chile, so raisins are plentiful here. So I'm using raisins in this recipe, but dates are actually better. They're sweeter. It would come out a little bit tastier, a little bit sweeter, but we're going to do it with a mix of dates and raisins right now. You can put cinnamon to taste. I'll put like a good heaping teaspoon of cinnamon in there, and we're ready to go and blend. is what it comes out like. So what we're gonna do with these cinnamon rolls, we're gonna do them one at a time. And what we're gonna do is batter them with the sauce first. Give them a nice little coating of that sauce. And then we're going to use raisins, the ones that I soaked. And at first we're going to put a couple raisins next to each other like this. And then we're going to go every little bits, we're going to put one raisin. This is to fill the space in between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I counted exactly 10 per cinnamon roll. And then this will be the center here. So we're going to roll this in and then keep on gently rolling the cinnamon roll until you have the roll, just like this. You can feel me do that. So now that we have our 10 cinnamon rolls, I want to explain something. I made the ends of the cinnamon rolls touch another one just in case they start unraveling, just in case they start opening up. And now I'm going to put it back in the dehydrator for maybe half an hour until we go to the potluck and we have people try it. All right, so I'm gonna make a banana ice cream and I'm gonna add some coconut in it. But I want to show you guys first how to open this coconut, okay? So this is what they call cocoa, which is not pipas. Pipas are the young coconuts with the water. These are more the old mature coconuts that have very thick flesh, very thick meat inside. And so first I made a hole with a knife in the top, put a straw through it, and we drank the coconut water. Now we're gonna open it, okay? So now it's empty, it doesn't have any liquid in it. So let me show you how to open it if you don't have any tools. So you wanna show him? All right, good start, good start. There you go, so you see there's a nice crack in it now. Nice.
Yeah, I did it.
So, oh, that's good, that's good. That's good enough now. Okay, so we have coconut here. And now we're gonna remove the flesh from the shell, okay? All right, so in order to remove the flesh from this coconut, I have a knife that I use only for that purpose. As you can see, the tip, the blade is broken and it's pretty dull. So I use this knife pretty much only to do like more tough work. It's almost like a tool knife, but I use it to remove the flesh from the coconut meat, from the coconut shell. So I will take the tip of the knife and insert it in between, and then just use my strength and try to slide under everything at like a bit at an angle, and then I continue and I do that all around. The whole thing pretty much comes off at once, and that's about it. Okay, so now that our cinnamon buns are ready, warming up in the dehydrator, I'm gonna make a banana ice cream to put on the top of the cinnamon roll. That has a really nice combination with the warm cinnamon bun and the cold ice cream. And I decided to go a little bit fancy. Sometimes I like to put coconut meat in my banana ice cream. It adds a little fattiness to it, but I didn't have any fresh young coconuts. I had the cocoa that I showed you earlier. And so I took the meat out, and this is about half of the whole coconut. As you can see, it's a pretty thick kind of meat. And what's going on with this kind of coconut is it's very fibery. So you wouldn't want to have that. It would create a weird texture into the ice cream. So I'm gonna make a milk out of it, a coconut milk, coconut cream. And then I'm gonna add that to the ice cream with a little bit of vanilla powder. And we're gonna have a really nice banana ice cream that has a little more richness, more coconut to it. And just so you know, if you wanted to remove that part which I told you about that has a little bitterness to it, it's not too bad, but you wouldn't want to eat it too much like that. I like to use a peeler, so you can like peel it off. It's pretty easy, just like that with a peeler. You can peel it off and you end up with a really nice final product of coconut. So in this case, I'm not going to peel it all, but this is the end. So I'm going to add half of the coconut into the blender with 100 milliliters of water. Just a little bit of water to help it blend. Now that the coconut is really well blended, there's two options on how to strain the milk. One of the options is with a strainer, like a filter like this, but today I decided to use the nut milk bag, which is my favorite because you can really get all of the liquid out much easier. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the nut milk bag on the side here. Actually, in here that might be a little easier. I'm gonna take all of this nice creamy coconutty
puree.
Pretty much all gone. Then do it here. With the nut milk bag, you just want to squeeze the milk out. Twist it a little bit on the top so it doesn't come out. And then you basically remove all the fiber. And you just end up with this nice rich coconut milk. It's got a really nice scent to it. Okay, next we'll do the banana ice cream.
I'm
right.
waffle chef.
Yes, you are. So this is the coconut milk, coconut cream that we have made. I'm gonna do 2 blenders of banana ice cream, so I'll do about half of this on each. There's about 150 milliliters. So let's do, it's about half. And then we'll take some bananas, and to make banana ice cream in the Vitamix, you don't want to put more than 500 milliliters, more or less. If you put more, it will be kind of hard on the blender. Maybe a little bit above that, but never above 750 milliliters. Between 750 and 500. 500 is like pretty safe to go to. So when you put the bananas, you just want to fill it up to about that level. Thank you, Soli. So when that blends, it should be pretty good. And then we'll put a little, this is vanilla powder. Fresh vanilla powder from Ecuador. Really good stuff.
Those are bananas.
Just a little bit. Let's go do some blending.
And now I need one more.
One more? Okay.
I can eat this one.
Yeah, you can eat it. So people don't typically make banana ice cream in the Vitamix, but I like to do that. It's very fast and quick, and the consistency is really nice. But you can use different juicers that do it. There's different machine like a Yonana. It's just a special thing that make banana and fruit ice cream. But we'll do the Vitamix. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. This is beautiful, beautiful. Use this, and so yeah, this is banana vanilla coconut ice cream. Very nice and smooth. And since we're going to a potluck, we won't be able to eat it now, so I'm gonna put it in a bowl, put a cover on it, put a top on it, and keep it in the freezer for a couple more hours until we leave. And so it should be nice and frozen when we get to the potluck.
Which potluck?
You don't have to put the coconut. You could just use frozen bananas by themselves without any liquids. The coconut just adds a little bit of of richness, a little bit of creaminess. But banana ice cream, just bananas by itself, is delicious on its own. Okay? So just a little tip about the blender, the Vitamix. When you make banana ice cream, it's quite frozen and it's hard on the motor, so you really want to put it on high gear, like pretty fast. You never want to like start it on high gear. You want to start low, but you want to go and put it on high gear really quickly. That way it's going to blend as fast as possible. And if you have it on a lower gear, the motor could overheat actually, and the blender would shut off by itself. So basically you do it like that. 1, up, 2. Once again, another blender full of ice cream.
Hi, Double!
Hello.
How are you doing? Nice pics? A lot of crack.
What do you think?
Yeah, that would be just
Soft? You go on top of that?
Delicious.
You want some of that?
Oh, it's ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's watch him get. Oh my goodness. This is new.
Of course we will.
Nice.
I don't know if that was different. Yeah. It's right. You like the rice? That's so crazy.
Wow.
Okay.
Incredible.
Very good.
Just grab one, Bobby.
Looks intense.
Tastes like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah,
Legitimate.
That was thank you very much.
I'll finish all.
Cheers, brother.
And it's just banana ice cream?
Banana with a little coconut in it and vanilla powder.
Wow.
the ice cream. What are you talking about?
Thank you so much.
What?
No problem. No problem.
Oh my god.
It's nice.
No.
Well, this one's brother's now. You want to try this? I'm scared. You are so sad.
That's ridiculous.
This is a very good reaction.
It's too good. It's too good. I'm so outraged.
Hi, Roxy.
Thank you, Carl.
Thank you, darling. I love you.
Love you too. Thanks for making food for us.
It is pretty damn good. Is it like banana ice cream?
Yes, banana coconut vanilla ice cream.
What's the cinnamon made? No, it's pretty good. It's almost like it's so good. Like maybe there's something wrong with it.
It's actually all raw ingredients. It's very low fat. The base is made with plantain and bananas with flax seeds, dehydrated in a dehydrator. Then I cut into strips and I make a date and raisin paste with cinnamon in between with some raisins. Then I roll it and then I put banana coconut ice cream on
No,
top.
I mean it's a good snack. It's pretty good.
This is for the rain. This is for the rain.
You're using the cutting board as an umbrella, Soli?
As a rain thing.
Okay. We love you, honey.
So just a little tip about the banana. I just need to say something real quick, okay?
Yeah. 2 minutes, Soli.
Okay, one time. So just a little tip about the banana ice cream. Okay, Sully, that's not nice, okay? I just told you that I was doing something and
Can we do it outside?
yeah, you
Yes.
can go outside and do that.
Okay.
Especially at the sandbox.
You want to start? Good? Oh. Alright. So